Okay, welcome everyone. This is your teacher Julian Marin, and today we're going to start reviewing Martes de Prueba from the year 2025. Today we're going to start with Martes de Prueba for 8th grade, number 1. So let's start sharing so we can see. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is Martes de Prueba number 1 for the year 2025. And this is the English section, right? So the first thing we need to recognize is the type of exercise we're going to be solving, similar to many that we have reviewed in the past, but still we need to be very careful following the instructions. As they say, on the left, you have some descriptions or definitions of some concepts that appear on the right over here. So numbers 21, 22, and 23 will be describing concepts that will be found on the column that is on the right, which has A, B, C, and D. So the first thing you may notice is that we have less definitions than options. This is intentional. Why? Because they want to increase the difficulty of the exercise. Okay, so of course, there is one that is meant to be left aside. So let's evaluate the options. A, resilience. B, optimism. C, kindness. And D, courage. So if we have to put these concepts into a category, we could say that these are personality characteristics, right? Could be characteristics of a person who will be resilient, optimist, kind, or courageous, right? So over here on the left, we can find also the definitions of these options. So we need to choose here so we can mark the answers that we consider to be the correct ones or the most appropriate. For 21, it says, this quality enables a person to face difficulties without fear. So I believe the correct answer will be D, courage. And why? Because over here we mentioned fear, without fear. So no fear, a courageous person, right? 22. It is a tendency to look on the more favorable side of any situation. So over here, favorable favorable side of a situation. So remember, with situations, you could be realistic, you could be pessimistic, or you could be optimistic. So optimistic would be the positive one, favorable. So over here, optimism, I would suggest to be the correct answer. And for 23, this ability helps a person to recover quickly from misfortune. So whenever something misfortunate happens to you, this is an ability that you could really use, right, to recover. So helps a person to recover. Key word from what? Misfortune. Okay, so over here, and also quickly, it's important, right? If you're a resilient person, you will not get stuck in these difficulties. You would just move on and, of course, learn from the experience. So that is for 21, 22, and 23. And for over here, 24, 25, we find a different kind of exercise, different type of instructions and questions, okay? So over here, what we have is two signs, one for each question. And then we have three options. What they suggest is to choose in which place from the three options you most likely are going to find a sign with this message. Okay, so let's evaluate 24. Enjoy your beverage. So, A, where could you find this sign? In an engraved on rock? Engraved on rock, maybe this is more suitable for plates, recognition plates on buildings or structures, constructions. So most likely not. Printed on a cup. This is more likely because, of course, in cups we take our beverages. So there is a direct connection. And C, painted on canvas. On canvas. Canvas is more like for paintings, right? Artistic work. So probably not. So I suggest that B would be the correct answer for 24. Beverage on a cup. And let's evaluate 25. First edition, May 2007. First edition. Okay, so that is crucial. Edition of what? So let's see the option. A, on a book's copyright page. Copyright page is at the beginning of any book. They will be specifying all the information about the author and the printing company, and the copyright will be there also. And if they mention it's the first edition, is to clarify that probably there will be more volumes in the future. Let's see the other options. So far, I believe that A would be an appropriate one. B, inside a bag of fresh fruits. So if it is a bag of fresh fruits, I don't see the need to mention it is the first, second edition, right? Plus the year, of course, fruits, they're not going to last for years. They're going to last for days or weeks at most. So not can this one will be canceled. So C, in the banks of a calm river. Okay, so the banks of a calm river. So you picture in your head, you have the river on the side, that path that you can find next to a river. And probably the kind of sign that we will find there is to be probably attentive if the level of the water starts to rise, because this could be an indicator of an avalanche or something like that. Right? So it would be like a warning sign, not a sign of this kind. Okay, so of course over here the correct option will be A. So very good. With this, we're finishing the review for Martes de Prueba number 1 for 8th grade. Thank you very much for paying attention. Please remember to subscribe and also to like the video and also share so other people can benefit from these reviews. Thank you very much. See you in the next occasion.